Hey YouTube, it's CryptoOneStop coming to you guys from the Crypto Cave, and today we're going to be talking about the Nexo platform. Now, before I get into the yield that you can get from depositing your stablecoins or your euro, the original design of the platform was to allow individuals who were looking for cash that had crypto assets to basically use that crypto asset as a collateral to get a loan. That would avoid a tax event because instead of selling their crypto assets to raise cash, they could simply use them as collateral. That way they get the cash, and if the market went up, they could also, realize that gain. And all they had to do was pay back the amount of money that they borrowed to get their crypto assets back. And so it's a really good way for individuals to avoid a tax event and also to get the cash they needed without selling their crypto. Now what they've done is they've added this extra layer where they allow retail investors to deposit any sum of stable coins or euro, and in exchange they get a yield. And the yield is 6.5%. The disbursements are paid out daily and they compound. So this is way better, a lot better than anything you're going to get at the banks or any of the legacy institutions for sure. And it's pretty competitive even within the crypto sphere itself. Now, ethlend, if you go here, you can actually, if you look here, the rates on the exchanges are pretty high, but the downside is, even though you have the rates go up in moments of hyper volatility, when times of low volatility, the rates can be negligible. And so with Nexo, at least you're guaranteed that 6.5%. And even if you compare it to one of their competitors, Celsius, for example, if you look here on Coinland, Celsius is offering 6.1% on most of their stablecoins. Now, when Celsius first came out, their rates were 7.1%, and they've gone down to 6.1%. Nexo has maintained that 6.5% yield. Now, moving forward, all this is subject to change based on supply and demand. If there's more lenders and there are borrowers, you could expect the rates to go down and vice versa. But since they've came out with this 6.5%, it hasn't gone down since, and they've paid out their distributions daily without any interruptions. Now I'm going to take you guys over to my account. And before I show you guys the disbursements I've been getting on a daily basis, I wanted to show those of you who are new to crypto how to deposit USDC onto Nexo to get your guys' yield. Now, personally, I like Coinbase. I use Coinbase to buy USDC and deposit it onto Nexo. And to do that, you just click here on USDC, buy your desired amount. Now, on Coinbase, you have to wait for the funds to settle, and it takes about 2 to 3 days. And once they're settled, then you're eligible to take your funds off the account. When you receive that email, click here on accounts, select USDC wallet, and then you click withdraw. And the withdrawal address is going to be located here on Nexo. You click here on top up, select USDC, and copy and paste this into Coinbase. Now, if you're new, I would send a small amount first and then send the remainder of your balance. Now, once your balance is here, and it takes about half an hour to hour to see your funds here, once you do the transfer, once you see the funds here, within the day, you're eligible to receive your disbursement. To view your disbursements, you click here on transactions, and it'll show you what you've gotten daily. And so these are my latest transactions. These are the latest amounts that have been credited to my account. Now, if you look here, you notice how it's 131 and then it goes up to 132. That's because the interest compounds. So over time, this is just going to go higher and higher if the yield remains the same. Let's say you've decided that you want to remove some of your balance from Nexo. You go back here to the home dashboard, scroll down here and click withdraw. Pick the stablecoin that you deposited or that you want to withdraw. Click the withdrawal address, the withdrawal amount, and here you enter your two-step authentication code. Personally, I haven't had any issues. I withdrew USD and sent it over to Binance without a hiccup. Now, what makes me feel comfortable investing in Nexo is the fact that they use BitGo as their custodian. And BitGo is insured by Lloyd's, which has been around for 256 years. It's a huge bank. It's backed by Goldman, and it's compliant from a regulatory standpoint. And I would imagine that this is only going to get better as time progresses. And also, a lot of other platforms use BitGo. It's becoming an industry standard custodian to become reputable and credible. It takes time. All this is going to come with time, in my opinion. And so you know how when you put money in a bank, you feel comfortable because it's backed by the government, it's FDIC insured. Well, this is a private entity, but in the future, I would imagine that it's going to give people the same sort of assurance. So that's why I feel very comfortable holding my funds here with Nexo. Nexo is actually pretty good because they're continuing to add more and more features to the platform. If you look here under earn interest, in the future they're going to allow you to earn interest on your crypto assets, which includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And so you remember that little bit of Bitcoin that I had here on the dashboard? Well, in the future, I'm going to earn interest on it. Now the question is, am I going to earn like interest? Will I be paid in Bitcoin, or am I going to be paid interest in a different currency? Nonetheless, I think it's really good that they're going to be offering that in the future. It's a good way to put your crypto to work. And personally, I've bought some Nexo tokens, and that's the reason why I have Bitcoin in this account. And the reason I bought Nexo is because it was one of the first few tokenized security. It's asset backed, compliant from a regulatory standpoint, and it offers some utility features. For example, it allows you to pay back loans at a lower cost. And the big reason I bought it was because I figured I could share in some of the company's profits. And in fact, the Bitcoin balance that you see here isn't deposited. It was actually a dividend that was issued because I was a Nexo token holder. And so at that time I got issued around $13, and because of this recent rally, it's gone up to the value of that dividend has actually gone up to $27. There's no way you're going to escape the 9 to 5 rat race unless you find ways to earn some passive income. So that's another part of the reason why I invested in token. But just think about it. Look at the prospects of investing in something like Nexo. Now, granted, it does have to work out. It does still have to be around for 2 to 3 years for this passive income strategy to work. But let's say you were to buy some Nexo. You bought some Nexo token and you got issued Bitcoin. Now that Bitcoin, the dividend that you got issued, is also going to be earning interest. So not only are you going to be paid in profits through the Nexo token, but the profits that you're paid are also going to accumulate interest. In my view, this is a really good passive income opportunity. And if you go here to the home page, you can actually see how much interest you'll earn based on the principal that you deposit. So let's say I deposit $10,000. Yearly, I'll get $650. Monthly, I'll get $51. And daily, I'll get $1.73. So to summarize, you can basically earn passive income by depositing your stable coins. In the future, you're going to be able to earn interest on the crypto assets you deposit, and they're also going to be paying you dividends if you buy the Nexo token. With that being said, none of this is investment advice. This is strictly my opinion and my insights and my long-term strategy to achieving financial freedom. That pretty much wraps up the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm going to include the link to Coinbase and the Nexo platform in the description if you're interested, and make sure to comment. I really want to know your guys' insights. Let me know if I've missed something in my video or if there's something that you want me to expand on. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll see you folks next time. Bye.